The American dream is on life support. It's no longer achievable for so many millions of people in this country, but we can get it back.
Fundamentally, we have to restore the American dream, and that's got to mean taking people who want to do good for themselves, want their kids to do even better, and make sure that they have paths to mobility.
The partnership is basically a factory to generate ideas to solve some of the most important social challenges of our time. We want to have an impact on giving everyone a shot of succeeding, giving everyone a chance at dignity and meaning in their life. And we want to come at that with any tools that we can come up with.
What's really game-changing about the partnership is the chemistry among the people around the table and the openness to learning from each other.
We have baked into our DNA learning from a mix of research, from practice, and from people with lived experience on the journey from poverty to upward mobility to get the full depth and breadth of perspectives around what poverty looks like in the United States and where creative solutions can come from.
It's always a great day to welcome people into our community, to learn about the assets, and then also to uplift the challenges.
If there were 5 things we could do across this country so that folks could have a better life, what would those 5 things be?
Over the last 3 or 4 years, it just seems like it's going more downhill. We're literally working 3 jobs between 2 grown adults and are barely making it.
We need to think about poverty and mobility in a different way. It's not just about income. It's about whether you have power and autonomy over your life, whether you feel like you're a valued member of the community.
The site visits that we've had in Brooklyn remind me very much of what I see in the Mississippi Delta. And so I think there's a lot to learn. It takes the range of expertise and people working together to tackle and solve these problems.
Hearing what people on the ground were trying to change, these are incredibly motivating things in terms of thinking about new ideas and new solutions. Much of our research going forward is partly being shaped by conversations we're having in the partnership.
We listened and learned to people in Detroit or in San Jose or Mississippi Delta, all over the country. Gradually we came to see that the variety of different things we were looking at really broke down into 5 core imperatives. They're about the narrative, they're about work, they're about neighborhood, they're about people, and they're about data. And if you do all 5 of those, you can dramatically increase mobility from poverty.
I'm a policy wonk. I'm a data guy. From the very beginning, I got sort of sucked into this whole concept of narrative. It's changed the way that I'm thinking these days about policy analysis.
Narratives are like the air we breathe. It's the context for everything. And there's so many people that I've met in this course of this partnership who have incredible stories. These are stories of resilience, of courage, of human potential. How do we make these stories the story of who we are as a country?
How do we make sure that people are able to get the skills they need to do the jobs that are going vacant today? That means a lot of interesting ideas around community colleges, but I think it also means some shift in cultural mindset that gets us away from traditional ways of learning and advancing into a career.
We have to look back honestly and try to understand how we got to where we are. We have to correct a lot of the discriminatory policy that created segregated neighborhoods and walled people off from opportunity. I'm hopeful because we've grounded this in human dignity and we focused on trying to change the story we tell about who we are as a people.
The partnership has been transformative for me. If we're serious about solving 21st century problems, we actually have to work across academia, the private sector, philanthropy, social movements, government. What we had here was the opportunity to learn from each other about how to solve this defining challenge of our time.
I hope it will lead to people that are in power working differently when they go about crafting solutions. It's really going to take a number of different forces working together. If we can get that to happen, we will have many more people who are on pathways to mobility where they can see a better future for themselves and something even better for their children.